The journey toward reclaiming your sexual vitality after 60 begins with understanding a fundamental truth, often obscured by shame or misinformation. The weakening, slowing, or complete unreliability of your erections is not a personal failing, nor is it an inevitable sentence dictated by the calendar. It is, however, a significant crossroads for your future well-being in intimate life, demanding proactive attention starting right now. For over 3 decades, I've stood at this crossroads with thousands of men just like you, men who arrived in my office shrouded in quiet resignation, convinced their most vibrant, potent years were irretrievably lost, only to discover through targeted action that their strongest, most confident chapters were still waiting to be written. My name is Dr. John Garret, a board-certified urologist whose entire career has been dedicated to unraveling the complexities of male sexual health. And what I've witnessed time and again is a profound transformation possible when men are equipped with the right knowledge and tools. One of the most critical pieces of knowledge, often overlooked or understated in conventional medical discussions, is this. While low testosterone frequently shoulders the blame, it is rarely the sole or even primary villain behind weak erections in men over 60. Countless men walk into my clinic with testosterone levels well within the normal range, yet they struggle profoundly with diminished performance, frustrating inconsistency, and a pervasive sense of loss. This disconnect points to a deeper, more systemic issue silently eroding their sexual function. The true culprits operating beneath the surface are a trifecta of age-related physiological shifts. Stiffening blood vessels that have lost their youthful elasticity, critically depleted levels of nitric oxide, the master signaling molecule for blood vessel dilation, and a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation smoldering within the body, damaging tissues and impairing function. This internal environment, often years in the making, creates a perfect storm where blood flow, the absolute cornerstone of a firm erection, is severely compromised. The arteries supplying the penis become less responsive, the intricate network of vessels within the erectile tissue struggles to expand and retain blood, and the entire process becomes sluggish or fails entirely. The frustration and self-doubt this breeds are palpable. Men often internalize it as diminished masculinity or fading desire, when the reality is far more mechanical and, crucially, addressable. The profound good news, the reason for genuine hope, lies in the body's remarkable capacity for repair when given the correct biological support. Today, I want to move beyond mere symptom management, the temporary fixes offered by pharmaceuticals, and delve into 5 powerful natural supplements. These aren't quick chemical crutches. They are foundational nutrients that work synergistically to restore the very biological functions that once made achieving and sustaining rock-hard erections effortless. They target the root causes, vascular stiffness, nitric oxide deficiency, and inflammation, facilitating genuine restoration rather than fleeting stimulation. Before we delve into the specifics of these 5 pillars of restoration, there's one critical, often overlooked nutrient that deserves special mention right now, as it can act as a potent catalyst. This compound plays a pivotal role in the nitric oxide pathway, yet it flies under the radar for most men, despite its potential to dramatically transform erectile ability naturally, without a prescription in sight. Understanding its mechanism illuminates why a natural approach can be so powerful. Stick with me because revealing this specific nutrient and its profound impact is a crucial step in understanding the comprehensive solution we're building. It exemplifies the kind of targeted, physiological support that forms the bedrock of lasting improvement. And if you, like the men I treat daily, value not just sexual function but overall vitality, strength, and independence as you navigate your later years, ensuring you have access to this kind of specialized knowledge is paramount. Subscribing and activating notifications means you'll never miss another insight or protocol specifically designed for the unique physiological challenges faced by men over 60. Your engagement, signaled by typing 1 in the comments if this resonates, or 0 if it misses the mark, is invaluable. It guides me in creating content that truly serves your needs, cutting through the noise to deliver practical, evidence-based strategies. Now, standing at this starting point, ready to reclaim control, we must begin with unvarnished truth. Lasting solutions can only be built upon a clear understanding of the underlying problem. Ignorance of the root cause leads to wasted effort and deepening frustration.
The foundational truth every man over 60 must grasp is this. Erections are not primarily about desire, willpower, or even testosterone levels alone. They are, at their core, a hydraulic event, a complex, precisely timed cascade of neurological signals and cardiovascular responses resulting in a surge of blood into the penis, trapped under pressure to create rigidity. Desire initiates the process, but robust, unrestricted blood flow executes it. When you comprehend the intricate changes unfolding within your vascular system as the years pass, the path forward towards stronger, more reliable, longer-lasting erections shifts from murky uncertainty to clear, actionable strategy. So, let's illuminate the real physiological reason most men experience this decline later in life. It's not a moral failing, nor is it an unavoidable curse of aging. It is a specific, measurable deterioration in function that you absolutely possess the power to influence and reverse. In my 30-plus years of clinical practice, few things weigh heavier than witnessing the quiet despair etched on a man's face when he confides, "Doctor, I just don't feel like myself anymore." This statement resonates far beyond the physical act of sex. It touches the very core of identity, dignity, and the confidence that comes from feeling whole and capable. If you're over 60, you've likely felt that unsettling shift, the moment when intention no longer reliably translates into physical response, no matter how strong the mental spark. The reality is, your penis functions like a high-performance biological machine. Its fuel isn't merely libido or hormones, it's dynamic, high-pressure blood flow. Think of it as a sophisticated plumbing and pressure system. Youthful arteries are supple and responsive, expanding readily to accommodate the surge of blood demanded by arousal. The endothelial lining, the delicate inner surface of all blood vessels, is smooth and healthy, efficiently producing nitric oxide to signal relaxation and dilation. However, time, compounded by lifestyle factors and the cumulative burden of oxidative stress and inflammation, takes its toll. Arteries gradually lose their elasticity, becoming stiff and hardened like old hardened rubber hoses. The endothelial lining suffers micro-damage. Inflammation acts like corrosive rust within the pipes. Oxidative stress bombards these tissues like constant abrasion. The consequence? A critical reduction in the volume and pressure of blood reaching the erectile chambers of the penis. What once happened almost instantaneously now requires prolonged effort, or worse, fails to materialize at all. Men often internalize this failure, questioning their attractiveness, their passion, or resigning themselves to the notion that the spark is gone. Let me state unequivocally, the spark, the fundamental desire, is usually very much present. The issue lies in the wiring, the plumbing, the delivery system. Your body hasn't abandoned its inherent functions, it's signaling that the infrastructure needs repair and reinforcement. This is precisely where conventional pharmaceutical solutions often fall tragically short. Medications like PDE5 inhibitors, Viagra, Cialis, etc., are designed to treat the symptom, the inability to achieve an erection at that moment. They work by artificially prolonging the action of cyclic GMP, a downstream messenger in the nitric oxide pathway, forcing vasodilation. However, they do absolutely nothing to heal the damaged endothelium, restore lost nitric oxide production, reduce arterial stiffness, or quell the chronic inflammation that caused the problem in the first place. They are a bypass, not a repair. A blue pill might facilitate an erection tonight, but it leaves the underlying vascular deterioration untouched, often worsening over time, potentially leading to increased dependence and eventual ineffectiveness of the medication itself. It fails to restore your body's innate, spontaneous ability to respond. It cannot gift you the profound confidence that comes from knowing your physiology works as it should, naturally and reliably.
Driven by this critical gap in care, I dedicated years to researching and clinically testing natural compounds that address the root causes. I sought substances that could genuinely help men rebuild their vascular and hormonal foundation safely and effectively, fostering true physiological restoration. The result is a protocol centered on 5 specific supplements, chosen not for fleeting trends, but for their robust scientific backing and consistent observable results in my patients' lives. They target the core systems, blood flow dynamics, endothelial integrity, nitric oxide synthesis, inflammation control, and hormonal support that collectively determine erection strength and sustainability from the deepest cellular level outward. Before introducing the first powerhouse nutrient, allow me a moment to share a story that encapsulates the profound human impact of this approach. David, a dignified 68-year-old, sat across from me, radiating embarrassment, It had been nearly 2 years since he'd experienced a firm erection. His blood pressure was creeping up, his energy was perpetually low, and he had silently accepted the painful conclusion that his intimate life was irrevocably over, a source of deep, unspoken grief affecting his marriage and self-worth. We embarked on a regimen focused on vascular rejuvenation, incorporating specific natural supplements. Within just a few months, David returned, this time with tears glistening in his eyes. He shared that he and his wife had rediscovered intimacy for the first time in over a year. "I felt like a man again," he whispered. That moment transcends clinical success. It becomes deeply personal. It underscores a fundamental belief. No man should be forced to surrender his vitality, his connection, his sense of self, simply because he has celebrated more birthdays. David's turnaround was significantly aided by the very first supplement we'll explore, a nutrient that operates at the cellular level to reignite the body's intrinsic capacity for powerful blood flow. You might recognize its name, but most men vastly underestimate its critical importance, especially after 60. The cornerstone nutrient that catalyzed David's improvement and has done so for countless others in my care is L-citrulline. When I first began integrating L-citrulline into protocols for older men, many were unfamiliar with it. Yet consistently, those who incorporated it reported remarkable shifts, not only in erectile firmness and reliability, but also in overall energy levels, peripheral circulation, reducing cold hands and feet, and a tangible resurgence in confidence. The reason for this broad impact lies in L-citrulline's fundamental biological role. It's far more than a trendy ingredient. It's a potent amino acid that serves as a direct precursor to L-arginine, which in turn is the essential substrate for the production of nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide is the master regulator of vascular tone. It's the signaling molecule your endothelial cells release to command smooth muscle in the arterial walls to relax. This relaxation, or vasodilation, is the critical event that allows arteries to widen dramatically, enabling the powerful surge of blood necessary to fill the erectile chambers rapidly and completely, creating rigidity. Without sufficient nitric oxide, this vasodilation is impaired, blood flow remains sluggish, and erections become weak, slow, or unattainable. L-citrulline's brilliance lies in its unique metabolic pathway. Unlike supplementing directly with L-arginine, which can be inefficiently absorbed and rapidly broken down by the liver and gut before reaching systemic circulation, especially in older individuals or those with certain metabolic issues, L-citrulline is readily absorbed and efficiently converted within the kidneys into L-arginine. This process elevates and sustains plasma L-arginine levels far more effectively and for a longer duration than taking L-arginine itself. It essentially provides a sustained, bioavailable reservoir of the raw material needed for continuous nitric oxide production. Crucially, as we age, our endogenous production of nitric oxide significantly decreases due to reduced activity of the enzyme, enos, responsible for its synthesis in the endothelium, and decreased availability of cofactors. L-citrulline supplementation directly counteracts this age-related deficit. Its value increases precisely when natural NO production wanes. This supplement supports the body in gently and safely reversing this decline, fostering a more youthful vascular response.
The transformative power of L-citrulline isn't theoretical. Walter, a pragmatic 72-year-old, initially hesitant after disappointing experiences with prescription options, became a believer. After just 3 weeks of consistent L-citrulline supplementation, he called me, his voice filled with disbelief and joy. "Doc, I woke up with a full salute this morning for the first time in years." His experience wasn't an anomaly. I've documented hundreds of similar reports, men describing feeling more alive in their bodies, often experiencing noticeable improvements faster than anticipated. The benefits extend significantly beyond sexual function. Enhanced nitric oxide production improves overall cardiovascular health by supporting healthy blood pressure, boosts oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscles, aiding recovery and reducing fatigue, and can enhance physical endurance. For many men, L-citrulline becomes the cornerstone of a comprehensive renewal, revitalizing not just bedroom performance, but overall daily vitality and resilience. Perhaps its most compelling attribute is its mode of action. It doesn't force or override natural physiology. It simply replenishes a depleted resource, empowering the body's own sophisticated systems to function optimally again. it's generally exceptionally well tolerated, free from the side effects commonly associated with pharmaceuticals. I often explain to patients, you're not broken, you're blocked. L-citrulline is one of the safest and most effective tools for starting to clear those vascular blocks, often representing the first tangible step back towards feeling like their authentic, capable selves. However, while L-citrulline powerfully ignites the process, optimizing blood flow requires more than just initiating vasodilation. The vessels themselves need to be healthy, flexible, and free from inflammation to allow that blood to flow freely and be retained effectively. This is where L-citrulline works even more powerfully when synergistically combined with other nutrients targeting arterial flexibility and combating vascular inflammation. This multi-pronged approach creates not just temporary improvement, but fosters lasting systemic change. One such powerful ally, derived from an unassuming fruit yet packed with remarkable vascular healing compounds, has demonstrated impressive results in improving endothelial function, lowering blood pressure, reducing cardiac strain, and enhancing overall circulatory health, all through natural means. Its potency often surprises men until they experience its effects firsthand. That humble yet extraordinarily potent fruit extract is grapeseed extract specifically standardized for its active compounds called oligomeric proanthocyanidins. It has quietly emerged as one of the most vital natural tools in the arsenal for restoring strong, reliable erections in men over 60. The sheer power contained within the tiny seeds of grapes is astounding, yet perfectly logical when examined through the lens of vascular science. OPCs are exceptionally powerful antioxidants, significantly more potent than vitamins C and E. Their primary value for erectile health lies in their profound ability to protect and enhance the function of the endothelium, the critical inner lining of all blood vessels. As men age, arteries naturally stiffen due to the accumulation of collagen and cross-linking of proteins, while elastin fibers degrade, a process accelerated by inflammation and oxidative stress. This arterial stiffening is a major impediment to strong erections. Rigid arteries cannot expand sufficiently or rapidly enough to allow the massive influx of blood required for penile rigidity. Imagine trying to force water through a hard and narrow hose versus a supple wide one. Grapeseed extract directly combats this stiffness. Its potent OPCs significantly improve endothelial function. They enhance the production and bioavailability of nitric oxide within the endothelium itself, synergizing powerfully with L-citrulline. They protect the delicate endothelial cells from oxidative damage and reduce inflammation that directly impairs their ability to signal for relaxation. The result? Blood vessels regain some of their lost suppleness and responsiveness. They open more readily and more fully, allowing blood to flow under higher pressure into the penis, leading to erections that are noticeably fuller, faster to achieve, and significantly more dependable.
Beyond improving elasticity, grapeseed extract tackles another silent enemy of sexual performance prevalent in older men: elevated blood pressure. Hypertension damages blood vessels throughout the body, including those crucial for erections, and places an undue burden on the heart. Studies, particularly those using a specific clinically tested form known as meganatural BP, have consistently shown grapeseed extract's ability to support healthy blood pressure levels naturally. This effect is vital not only for sexual function, but for overall cardiovascular longevity. Harold, a thoughtful 70-year-old retired school principal, exemplified this dual benefit. Managing hypertension with 2 prescription medications, he also battled dwindling libido and frustratingly inconsistent erections. Introducing high-quality grapeseed extract marked a turning point. Within a month, he reported feeling clearer, not just in my body, but in my mind. Objective improvements followed: better blood pressure control, a resurgence in energy, and most importantly, the restoration of regular intimacy with his wife. This underscores the core principle. Grapeseed extract isn't a band-aid. It actively participates in repairing the foundational vascular systems. Its support extends holistically to arteries, capillaries, and the heart, enhancing overall circulatory efficiency without introducing pharmaceutical side effects or risks. Another critical mechanism is GSE's potent anti-inflammatory action. Chronic inflammation is akin to persistent rust accumulating inside pipes. It accelerates endothelial damage, promotes plaque formation, atherosclerosis, makes vessels brittle, and generally impedes smooth blood flow. The potent antioxidants in grapeseed extract act as a powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-rust agent, helping to scrub the vascular system clean. This effect isn't abstract. I've witnessed tangible improvements in men who incorporate GSE into their regimen, reduced systemic inflammation markers, improved vascular responsiveness, and a renewed confidence in their physical capabilities. When combined with L-citrulline, the synergy is potent. L-citrulline provides the fuel, precursor for NO, for vasodilation, while grapeseed extract ensures the pipes, vessels, are clean, flexible, and receptive to that signal, creating a powerful 1-2 punch for sustained vascular health and optimal blood flow.
The benefits of quercetin extend beyond the laboratory. Steve, 66, struggled with persistent fatigue, frustrating brain fog, and unpredictable erectile dysfunction. Integrating quercetin into his regimen yielded a noticeable shift within 6 weeks. He articulated it perfectly. "It's like my body remembered how to feel young again." His daytime energy levels improved, mental clarity returned, and crucially, his confidence in his sexual performance was restored. This encapsulates quercetin's elegance. It doesn't artificially stimulate, it cultivates the optimal internal environment for the body's natural functions to flourish. Quercetin offers additional, often overlooked advantages for men over 60. It exhibits significant antiviral and antibacterial properties, bolstering an immune system that naturally weakens with age. It contributes to healthy blood pressure regulation, supports cognitive function and brain health, and can enhance physical endurance, all factors that synergistically contribute to a man's overall sense of vitality, independence, and capacity for an active, fulfilling, intimate life. Now, envision the compounding effect. Combining quercetin's endothelial repair with L-citrulline's potentiated nitric oxide production, grapeseed extract's artery flexibility and anti-inflammatory actions, and healthy blood pressure support. This multi-system approach aligns cardiovascular, neurological, and hormonal functions, creating an internal milieu where strong, spontaneous erections become a natural expression of overall health. However, even with optimized blood flow and pristine endothelial function, another critical element remains: the hormonal drive, the spark of desire, and the metabolic foundation for sustained energy and performance. This brings us to a fundamental mineral, deceptively simple yet profoundly essential, that a staggering number of older men are deficient in, directly undermining their testosterone levels and sexual vitality. That indispensable mineral is zinc, and its role in reigniting desire, supporting testosterone synthesis, and providing the hormonal bedrock for robust sexual performance cannot be overstated, especially for men navigating their 60s and beyond. Zinc's fundamental importance is often underestimated. It's easy to assume adequate intake from diet or a basic multivitamin. However, for men over 60, this assumption is frequently incorrect and carries significant consequences for sexual health. Aging brings physiological changes. Intestinal absorption of zinc becomes less efficient. Dietary intake may decline, and the body's requirement for this mineral often increases due to its role in immune function, wound healing, and combating inflammation. Consequently, zinc deficiency becomes increasingly common in this demographic, often overlooked in routine checkups. The impact of zinc deficiency on male sexual health is direct and substantial. Zinc is an essential cofactor for numerous enzymes involved in the biosynthesis and regulation of testosterone. It plays a crucial role in the function of the Leydig cells in the testes, where testosterone is produced. Without sufficient zinc, testosterone synthesis falters. Low testosterone isn't just about diminished libido, though that is a key symptom. It also negatively impacts the quality of erections, reduces muscle mass and strength, saps energy levels, contributes to mood changes like irritability or depression, impairs cognitive function, and disrupts sleep patterns. Furthermore, zinc deficiency is linked to prostate inflammation and dysfunction, adding another layer of complexity to sexual health. Zinc is also vital for sperm production and motility, aspects still relevant to overall reproductive health and vitality. Carl's story at 64 is illustrative. He presented with profound exhaustion, a vanished sex drive, and a cessation of intimacy with his wife. Initial tests showed borderline low testosterone, but his zinc levels were alarmingly deficient. Initiating supplementation with a therapeutic dose of a highly absorbable form, zinc picolate, yielded transformative results within a month. "Doc, I feel like I finally woke up again," he reported. His energy rebounded, libido returned, and the spark in his relationship reignited. Carl's experience is supported by robust clinical evidence. Studies consistently demonstrate that zinc supplementation in deficient men lead to measurable increases in serum testosterone levels, improved libido, enhanced sperm parameters, and better overall mood and well-being. For older men, optimizing zinc status represents one of the simplest, safest, and most fundamental strategies for supporting healthy hormonal balance, often mitigating the need for or effectively complementing testosterone replacement therapy.
Achieving optimal zinc levels requires informed choices. Not all supplemental zinc is equally effective. Inexpensive, common forms like zinc oxide, found in many generic multivitamins, have notoriously poor bioavailability and can cause gastrointestinal upset. For therapeutic benefits, especially addressing deficiency, highly absorbable forms like zinc picolinate or zinc monomethionine are essential. These chelated forms are gentler on the stomach and far more efficiently absorbed into the bloodstream, ensuring the zinc reaches the cells and systems where it's critically needed. While optimizing testosterone through zinc addresses drive and foundational hormonal health, sexual performance also hinges on stamina, the physical endurance and resilience needed for satisfying intimacy. Stamina isn't solely hormonal, it's deeply intertwined with circulatory efficiency, oxygen utilization, and cellular energy production. This is where a supplement targeting endurance, performance time, and overall physiological resilience becomes the vital fifth pillar. Derived from the bark of a specific pine tree and utilized for centuries in traditional medicine, modern science now validates its exceptional benefits for men over 60, particularly in enhancing erectile strength, prolonging performance, and boosting overall sexual satisfaction, often within weeks. This final powerful component is pine bark extract, specifically standardized as pycnogenol from French maritime pine or other high OPC extracts. Pine bark extract represents a convergence of potent benefits, making it exceptionally valuable for restoring male sexual vitality. Rich in the same type of proanthocyanins, OPCs, found in grape seeds, but with a unique profile, it delivers powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Its specific magic for erectile function lies in its ability to significantly boost endogenous nitric oxide production, acting synergistically with L-citrulline but through complementary mechanisms. While L-citrulline provides the precursor, pine bark extract enhances the activity of the enzyme, indose, responsible for converting L-arginine into nitric oxide within the endothelial cells. It also protects existing NO from being broken down by free radicals. Furthermore, pine bark extract demonstrably improves microcirculation, the flow of blood through the tiniest vessels, which is crucial for maintaining the firmness of an erection once achieved and for overall tissue health. It enhances vascular relaxation, reduces inflammatory markers like CRP, and combats oxidative stress systemically. These real-world impacts from pine bark extract are compelling. Leonard, 71, had cycled through various solutions. Prescription ED medications delivered unwanted side effects, and nothing provided lasting results during intimacy. Adding pine bark extract to his daily protocol marked a distinct change within 4 weeks. He returned visibly energized and stated, "I lasted longer, felt stronger throughout, and didn't feel completely drained afterwards. I haven't felt that kind of confidence in years." His experience reflects a restoration of functional capacity and self-assurance that transcends the physical act. Clinical research substantiates these observations. Studies, particularly those combining pine bark extract with L-arginine, or by extension its more efficient precursor L-citrulline, have shown remarkable improvements in erectile hardness scores in men with mild to moderate ED, including older participants with underlying vascular issues. Additional benefits include supporting healthy blood pressure, enhancing physical endurance and exercise recovery, reducing oxidative stress burden, and even improving skin elasticity. These systemic effects mean the benefits of pine bark extract permeate daily life, boosting energy, improving mood, and fostering a greater sense of vitality and purpose. Critically, pine bark extract achieves these effects safely. It doesn't cause heart palpitations, dangerous drops in blood pressure, headaches, or visual disturbances commonly associated with pharmaceutical ED drugs. It supports and enhances the body's natural physiological processes rather than overriding them. This safety profile is paramount for sustainable health strategies in men over 60.
Integrating pine bark extract with L-citrulline, grapeseed extract, quercetin, and zinc creates a comprehensive synergistic support system. Each nutrient addresses distinct yet interconnected aspects of male sexual health. Igniting and sustaining blood flow, L-citrulline, pine bark, ensuring vascular flexibility and health, grapeseed extract, quercetin, repairing and protecting the endothelial lining, quercetin, and providing the hormonal foundation and drive, zinc. Together, they work holistically to rebuild the physiological foundation eroded by time, facilitating a return to natural, reliable function.
A natural question arises. Given the immediate results offered by pharmaceuticals like Viagra or Cialis, why choose the supplement path? The answer lies in understanding the fundamental difference between treating symptoms and restoring health. Pharmaceutical ED drugs offer an undeniable benefit, rapid onset of action facilitating an erection when taken. For situational use, they have a place. However, their mechanism is inherently limited and carries significant long-term drawbacks. They act by inhibiting the enzyme PDE5, which breaks down cyclic GMP, or cGMP, the secondary messenger that sustains the vasodilation initiated by nitric oxide. This artificially prolongs cGMP's action, forcing blood vessels to stay dilated longer. Crucially, they do nothing to address the root causes: endothelial damage, nitric oxide deficiency, arterial stiffness, chronic inflammation, or hormonal imbalances. They are a pharmacological bypass of the underlying dysfunction. This symptomatic approach comes with consequences. Common side effects include headaches, facial flushing, nasal congestion, dyspepsia, visual disturbances, a blue tinge, dizziness, and potentially dangerous interactions with nitrates, causing severe drops in blood pressure. Perhaps more insidiously, they foster psychological dependence. Men can become reliant on the pill for confidence, anxious about performance without it, subtly eroding their sense of innate masculinity. Over time, as the underlying vascular disease progresses, untreated by the medication, higher doses may be needed or the drugs may lose effectiveness entirely. They mask the problem while the root cause worsens. Paul's experience, at 69, poignantly illustrates this. After nearly a decade on erection pills, he confessed, "I don't feel like it's really me anymore. I take the pill and just hope for the best. That's not how intimacy should feel." We transitioned him off the pharmaceuticals and systematically introduced the 5 natural supplements. The process required patience, around 8 weeks, but the outcome was transformative. Paul regained the ability to achieve strong erections spontaneously without chemical assistance. His confidence wasn't borrowed from a pill, it was rebuilt from within. His sense of control and authentic connection was restored. This is the essence of the natural approach, restoring autonomy and genuine physiological function. It eliminates the need to plan intimacy around pill schedules, worry about side effects, or face the dread of potential failure. It fosters a profound confidence rooted in the knowledge that your body is fundamentally capable. While the results aren't instantaneous, the long-term rewards, genuine healing, systemic health improvement, sustainable performance, and regained independence are immeasurably greater. Implementing this 5-pillar protocol is straightforward, designed for seamless integration into daily life. Consistency is key, as the benefits accrue over weeks as the body repairs and rebuilds. Here's the practical regimen I recommend based on optimizing absorption and aligning with the body's natural rhythms. Number 1. L-citrulline. 1.5 grams to 3 grams. Begin your day by taking L-citrulline first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, ideally 30 to 60 minutes before breakfast. This capitalizes on optimal absorption and provides the raw material for nitric oxide production throughout the day, supporting not just sexual health but overall circulation and energy. Starting the day by priming your NO pathway sets a positive tone for vascular function. Number 2. Grapeseed extract. 150 milligrams to 300 milligrams, standardized to 95% OPCs, and quercetin. 500 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams, often as quercetin dihydrate or with bromelain for absorption. Take these together with your lunch or largest midday meal. The presence of food, especially containing some fat, can enhance the absorption of these fat-soluble compounds. This timing ensures their vascular protective, anti-inflammatory, and endothelial supporting effects are active during the latter part of the day. Number 3. Zinc. Zinc picolinate or zinc monomethionine, 30 milligrams to 50 milligrams. Take zinc with your evening meal. Zinc can sometimes cause mild nausea if taken on an empty stomach, so pairing it with food mitigates this. Taking it in the evening supports overnight testosterone production, which naturally peaks during sleep, and aids in cellular repair and recovery processes that happen while you rest. Number 4. Pine bark extract. Pycnogenol or equivalent, 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams. Take approximately 30 minutes before bedtime. This timing leverages its benefits for nocturnal circulation and supports endothelial repair and nitric oxide activity during the restorative sleep phase. Some men also report its benefits for reducing nighttime leg cramps and improving sleep quality.
Sourcing high-quality supplements is non-negotiable. The market is flooded with products of varying potency and purity. Prioritize brands that clearly state standardized amounts of active ingredients, e.g. 95% OPCs for GSE, specific milligrams of L-citrulline, etc. Undergo rigorous third-party testing for purity, potency, and freedom from contaminants. Look for certifications from USP, NSF, or Informed Choice. Use bioavailable forms like zinc picolate, quercetin phytosome. Are manufactured in FDA-registered facilities, preferably in the USA, EU, or other regions with strict regulations, following GMP, good manufacturing practices. Are transparent about ingredients, avoiding unnecessary fillers, artificial colors, or common allergens. While quality may command a slightly higher price, the efficacy, safety, and long-term health benefits make it a worthwhile investment. Your vitality is paramount. However, the most crucial step isn't brand selection, it's commitment. Taking the first step today, initiating the process of reclaiming your strength and confidence, is what truly matters. I've counseled too many men who waited until the erosion of intimacy, self-esteem, and joy became profound when proactive action could have preserved and restored it. Every man over 60 possesses an inherent right to feel vibrant, capable, and desired. Settling for decline is not mandatory. Surrender is not inevitable. Your body retains immense potential. It simply requires the correct, targeted nourishment to express it fully. As we conclude, remember this journey transcends the physical mechanics of erections. It is fundamentally about reclaiming a core aspect of your identity that may feel diminished or lost. We've outlined 5 potent natural allies: L-citrulline to powerfully ignite blood flow, grapeseed extract to maintain vessel flexibility and openness, quercetin to heal and protect the delicate endothelial lining, zinc to revitalize testosterone and drive, and pine bark extract to enhance stamina and performance. Each plays a distinct, vital role, but together they construct a comprehensive foundation supporting not just sexual function, but your holistic sense of manhood, energy, confidence, resilience, and presence. Decades of listening to men carry the silent burden of sexual decline have taught me this universal truth. The suffering is real, but the isolation is an illusion. You are not alone in this challenge. This decline is not the final chapter of your story. I have stood witness to remarkable transformations, men who had resigned themselves to a life devoid of satisfying intimacy, experiencing profound physical, emotional, and even spiritual renewal within months of addressing their vascular and hormonal health with these natural tools. This resurgence wasn't about chasing lost youth. It was about reconnecting with their essential selves, the part that craves connection, intimacy, vitality, and the full expression of life, not mere existence. This conviction fuels my passion. Manhood isn't relinquished with age. It fades when we cease investing in its foundation. My clinical experience leaves no doubt that men over 60 can embody passion, intimacy, and capability rivaling their younger years. It simply demands the right physiological support. These supplements are powerful tools, not magic bullets. Their efficacy hinges on consistent use and your commitment to act. Transformation begins with a single deliberate step, choosing one supplement, establishing one new habit. This is where theory crystallizes into tangible change. As you reflect, visualize the man you were when vitality felt innate,
when confidence was unshakable, when your body responded with dependable strength. Now imagine the profound sensation of reuniting with that authentic self, not fleetingly, but as a sustained reality shaping your future. That potent, capable man still resides within you, awaiting reactivation. The path to unlocking him lies before you. You haven't lost your strength or your fire. You've merely misplaced the key to accessing them fully. Now, you hold that key. If this message resonates, however faintly, I urge you to begin. Reclaim your physiological integrity, rebuild your confidence, and remember this immutable truth. While aging is an inevitable journey, decline is a choice. You possess greater potential than you may perceive, and your most vibrant and fulfilling chapters may very well lie ahead. If this perspective offers value or hope, please like this information so it reaches others navigating similar challenges. Share it with friends, brothers, or any man needing the reminder that his strength isn't gone, it's awaiting restoration. I welcome your thoughts, questions, or personal reflections below. Your insights are deeply valued. Supporting this work through the description link allows us to continue providing honest, actionable health guidance. Thank you for engaging, and thank you for embracing the power to steward your health and reclaim your vitality. The journey starts now.